Who's Vecna?
An undead creature of great power.
A spellcaster.
A dark wizard.
It was 7 hours. I think it started at 8 hours, and by the end of it, we were averaging at about 7 hours. So for Vecna, in terms of just practicality, we would often come in, depending on the day, but more often than not, we'd sort of come in at about 3 o'clock in the morning and begin the application process to sort of start filming at about 10. It's a lot. You have 5 guys around you: Barry Gower, Duncan Jarman, Nix, Eric Garcia, and Mike McKesh, who were applying. Barry and Duncan had co-designed the look itself. But we got into this like really beautiful flow all together. We'd listen to like a lot of heavy music together, and all those guys are very into like heavy rock music, so we'd listen to that, just because for me it was something that I was using as a process to kind of bring up what I needed to bring up. And there's a funny video floating around at the moment of me drinking a coffee and speaking to somebody actually about ordering the coffee, and that was a rare day actually. There's a few videos as well, like on sort of Vanity Fair, where we are just sort of sat in silence and I'll be reading my book or something like that. So yeah, I did use it as much as I could do to kind of get into it. Yeah, and that was a real joy, a real pleasure.
Let's do it.
Am I feeling the cultural impact? I mean, certainly I am. And what I find personally very fascinating is that as I was sort of gearing up to both be in the show and just kind of beforehand, a lot of like 80s music was just kind of in my universe and swilling around me. So it's an odd thing when things like that happen, when something that's very personal all of a sudden becomes larger than that in a strange way. And so obviously, so many people are asking us about it, and so many people are interested in it. And I think that for me, again, to draw on like past experiences, something like, Twilight, or even shows like The OC, they all had a cultural impact at the time on the sort of zeitgeist, and music particularly was a big thing, and it's a huge thing for us. And that is, it's lovely because it sort of makes the whole process very artistic in a way.
It is over. Now I just want you to watch.
Each fan base has its own kind of way of operating, and I've found that with this fan base, they're very funny, very kind, very loyal, like super loyal. And it's lovely. It's really nice to kind of now give something again to those loyal supporters. It's a real blessing.
My friends need me.
You're not ready. He's not going to stop. Not until he's taken everyone.
I think for me, I'm a small cog in a very, very big wheel, in a very big watch. And I just feel very blessed to be a small part of something like this. And I would always look at it from the perspective of the family of actors and crew members who have worked on this show since the beginning of time, since it started. And it was the thing that I said to the crew when I came in. I was like, I know you guys have been working on this for 6 years. I know you're a family. If there's anything I can do, just let me know. I have no ego. I hold no airs and graces. So for me, I think it will be about watching what that's like for the rest of them, really, and holding space for that, because, for the cast alone, we've watched them grow up.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.